Hope you're ready to enter into the world of Toons. Sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. This is basically a dream come true that Toons are returning back into the game. So these are the cards from the Revolution Booster, Toons and Witchcrafter and Unchained. As a reminder, there are 2 other unrevealed cards for the theme, and there are 6 overframe cards overall. All 6 overframes are older cards being reprinted. So if you're reading these cards today and you're like, wow, this isn't enough, don't worry, because you still have 2 more missing cards. And according to the numbering, I think it should be an effect monster and either a spell and a trap. It's at the end, or the field spell is like the last number. There's 1 after it. So it could be a spell, it could be a trap. More likely it's going to be a trap card. So starting things off here, we are going to see some retrains on some of Pegasus's older monsters. This was something that I'll probably upload the video later today just to upload it for the sake of saying that we're uploading it. But this is the Funny Dark Bunny, and it is a level 4 Dark Beast effect monster with 1100 attack and 1500 defense. Now, after this card is normal or special summoned, during your main phase this turn, we can normal summon 1 monster that mentions Toon World in addition to your normal summon or set, and you can only gain this effect of this card's name once per turn. So it's going to grant you an additional normal summon, which is going to be fine. Now, this card is always treated as a Toon monster while Toon World is on the field. That's a pretty important clause because a lot of these new cards are not going to have Toon in their name anymore. They're just going to say, hey, we can become a Toon monster while on the field, and that's just fine. And then once per turn, you can add to your hand or place face up on your field zone 1 Toon field or a continuous spell from your deck. So this is actually really, really cool. Depending on the interactions of the good Toon card that you are going to need, Mr. Funny Bunny's job is going to be able to kind of rotate up and get you some new options. This does have an interaction with the new field spell because of the wording on the field spell, which is going to be important just to kind of get you more searches. Now remember, Toons have some of the most crazy amount of searches that you could actually want to have for an archetype. Now, you got to remember, you guys remember Comic Hand, right? You guys remember how classically dumb the Comic Hand spell card was. Well, now Comic Cat is turning into an actual monster with probably not the most crazy stat line that you want to see on a card, but I think that's just fine. So you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So this card, like our previous monster, is treated as a Toon monster while Toon World is on the field. Now during the main phase, quick effect, this is going to work during either player's turn, we contribute a monster. All right, if you control Toon World, you contribute 1 opponent's monster, even though they do not control it. And if you do, special summon a monster from your hand or deck that mentions Toon World, ignoring its summoning conditions. This is quite an interesting little clause on it, because you could technically tribute itself to be able to beam out a monster. So basically, this is going to be a Lone Fire Blossom-esque effect, but they're going 1 step further with this. They're giving you the ability to actually interact with things that the opponent's going to put up on the field, which is supposed to give you a pseudo level of interaction for you to be able to work with, which is, I think, just fine, honestly. Now, we had to go 1 step further. You guys remember good old Bakuri Box. Well, Bakuri Box has reached a level that most monsters wish that they could achieve. This thing's name is now called Evil Box. It's a level 6 Dark Fiend monster with 2300 attack and 2000 defense. Now, you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. So if you control Toon World, we can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can add to your hand or set a Toon Trap card from your deck. Famously, you guys remember Yield Toon Briefcase. You're not restricted in the ability of these traps that you're able to pull out. If you want to pull out a counter trap card, oh, please, by all means do so. You have access to it now. So this card is always treated as a Toon monster while on the field, while, Toon World is up, which is fine. And then once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 card in either graveyard and place it on the bottom of the deck. The fact that the little funny guy here has the ability to graveyard manipulate is not bad. Now keep in mind, this is 1, 2, and 3 in your numbering system here. So it should give you a little bit of an idea because we're jumping into number 5. And number 5 is the craziest most adorable, most powerful toon of all. And this is the Blue Eyes Toon Ultimate Dragon. We have memed about this card's existence. We have memed about, Blue Eyes Toon existing. In 2026, we finally have the most ferocious monster. Now, it's a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon plus two toon monsters to make it. Now, this must be special from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Holy crap, this shuffles from the graveyard too? Your toon monsters can attack directly, so we are going to apply the basic continuous effect on this. Once per turn, you can add one toon card or a card that mentions toon cards' names from your graveyard to your hand. So whatever, you might have as a resource down, this is going to pull back to kind of keep the Congo line going. And then if your toon monster is attacked during damage calculation, you can banish it until the end of the damage step. I can get this thing onto the field and I can attack with it right away. There are no restrictions on this thing. This thing has no downside to Toon World being involved with it, and I guess that's truly what a boss monster is supposed to do. And then we are going to have the Toon World of the Perfect World, or Toon World the Perfect World. So yes, they are getting a new field spell, which is crazy to me, by the way, but okay. So you can only use the second effect of this card's name thrice per turn. Now, this is going to cause you some headache, but that's fine. So this card's name becomes Toon World while in the field zone. And then once per turn, you can add one toon card or a card that mentions a toon card's name from your deck to your hand. Now, you're probably like, but this says I can use this thrice per turn and it says once per turn. It's a soft lock per copy. You can burn through 3 copies of this in a single turn, and you can actually use it to your advantage. And then we have a really, really broken effect in here. Before resolving another activated card or effect, you can banish one toon monster you control until immediately after that card effect resolves. Also, you cannot banish monsters with the same original name with this effect for this card's effect until the rest of this turn. This is before a card resolves. You could technically, when your opponent sees a Super Poly Slam on the table, you can use this to dodge out. Yeah, I bet you never would have guessed that that's how that works. Very, very, very interesting. So this card's name comes from Pegasus calling Toon World a perfect world where death does not exist in the Japanese version of the series, which relates to the trauma of Cynthia and so forth. So we've also got some key reprints here. A lot of Toon stuff coming. Blue Eyes Toon Dark Magician, Toon Black Luster Soldier, Red Eyes Toon, Toon Summon's Gold, Toon Dark Magician, Cyber Dragon, Gemini Elf, Mermaid, Harpy Lady, Mass Sorcerer, Toon Table of Contents, Bookmark, Briefcase, and Terror. And then the first reprinted over frame is going to be the Toon Blue Eyes himself. What a cute little card, man. I'm super excited for this. So what do you guys think about the funny new Toons? Please leave a comment down below what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.